day in London. What was it called?
Hello, Watch Fam.
We're live.
Kate is
We're live.
Sorry, hi.
We've only just started and Kate's already off. To be fair, she's been at a watch event. And,
I like your mug.
So.
Yeah, watchy stuff. I literally came
It's a
in.
beautiful mug, actually.
This is a very special edition, issued. It's a Rolex thing that I went to last year.
Very nice.
It's
I
very
wonder
cool.
whether I should get merch, whether anyone would actually buy it.
I would. I will. Do you mind if I eat my supper?
Maybe just don't have my face on it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Watchbox Diaries.
Yeah. What would you have? Mugs. Wine glasses. You could have wine glasses.
I'd have a hat on. I'd put a hat on.
You'd put a hat on. Okay. It'd have to involve a hat, probably a wine glass,
Or
although,
a t-shirt. We
I
could
do
wear
like a good coffee mug. If you guys have seen my Star Wars mug, my Darth Vader mug.
Like a really big coffee mug.
Oh yeah.
So I found out this week that my husband's not very into Star Wars. I was like, you know what? If I'd known that we got married.
That's why he kept away from the subject.
Yeah.
Like, she finds out she'll never marry me.
Yeah.
My watch. I put it in my bag. Sorry. Oh, here it is.
Hi guys, Lucy, aka Watchbox Diaries here. Welcome to our live. We're back. We've decided this is going to be a regular thing now. So
we enjoyed it, gals.
as I suppose the opposite of an AA meeting, should we all go around? Although this is kind of a watch AA meeting, but the opposite of a watch AA meeting. We're just going to encourage all things watches.
Hi, I'm Sam. I want to buy a watch. Yes, do it.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're trying to get someone to say no, we're not the people.
No, we're enablers.
Oh yeah, I am a self-confessed enabler.
Massively so. So
I enabled someone today.
Maybe.
you did? Who? What?
Well, they wanted this like rare watch, and I saw one in an auction. I sent them the link, and they're like, "Yeah, somebody's already sent me the link already, but thank you." And I've registered interest in the watch. I was like,
Awesome.
"Good to hear."
What auction?
Monaco Legends. It's a Vacheron, a really nice white gold Vacheron. Bonham. I don't know if it's the same watch, but it's the one that was at Bonham's.
Too expensive for me.
Earlier this year.
I bought something at auction this week, but it's not a watch. This ring.
Cool.
Cameo.
Is that like an orange shade?
It's
The camera.
called, I forgot the name of the stone, but it is a carnelian. Yeah, so it's basically beer coloured.
Lovely.
And it's I fell in love with it on Raspberries where I consult, and I went, oh, I love that, and I got it for a great price. I'm really happy. And I also got this amazing ring the previous sale. Actually, Tom doesn't know this. Fuck. Oh, bottom. I hope he's not watching this. And I got this amazing. It's not Bulgari, but it's like a Bulgari ring as well. So I love auctions. Addicted.
Oh, you've kind of done the thing that a lot of people make fun of. Yeah.
What's that?
It will just turn up, you know. Oh, I bought a new watch. No, it's not. That's not a new watch. Definitely not. No, I've definitely had this ages.
Oh, no, I know. I do that all the time. The thing, I have got a new watch, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Got a new watch.
Let's do a go around the room. So we'll do the usual: what you wearing, what you drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start. So I'm wearing the Seiko Poe.
Oh, cool.
Okay. What's it called? A Seiko what?
Pogue.
Pogue?
Pogue. Pogue.
Sorry.
It's like the Christmas song.
Yeah.
Stop it. Sorry, my cat's clawing this.
I was like, kids, shut it.
Sit down, be quiet.
I thought it was like Alexa or something.
She's the only cat that won't use a cat flap. She's like scared of the cat flap.
Oh. Cat doesn't know how to use it. She just kept pouring it. So obviously, like the microchips in the collar or in her back of her skin. So she could never use a cat flap because she'd always try and pour it open.
Oh, not use the head.
I'm scared of cats, just FYI.
I mean, you wouldn't be scared of mine. She's stupid.
I know I'm terrified of cats. That's my thing. I'm of cats and feet. Your feet, I don't like them. Feet and cats. No.
Noted.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I mean,
like feet, little bean toes.
Yeah, cat feet are cute.
Toe beans. Oh, yeah, adorable.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So sorry, Lucy, you were in the Pogue.
I'm wearing the Pogue, and I'm drinking. I'm on the red wine today, not the beer. Although I did get my beer delivered today, and oh no, it's blurry. This is what happens when I blur my background. Wait.
Oh,
Primitivo.
Nice.
Wait.
Where'd you get it? Waitrose.
Waitrose.
You've got quite a posh Waitrose where you are. I don't have a Waitrose. It's very
Waitrose.
It's like, I'm not posh. It's just local. It's like 2 minutes walk. I'm lazy.
I'm not posh. I'm just lazy.
Not posh. I am lazy, and it's on the way. Like on the way, you walk past a pub as well, so it's quite convenient.
She's lazy living in a posh area.
I know, right?
Is there a wine called Lazy Wine? Because I think that'd be great.
Yep. If not, it sounds like there's a market for it.
You know what I mean? Hashtag.
Like chicken
There's
wine.
a horology wine, isn't there?
There is a horology wine.
Yeah, Julian, I think he bought us both a bottle.
Oh, bless him.
He's not online today. He's deep diving in the Red Sea.
He sent us a question. Do you know what's? Oh, I have a side. Sorry, I know we haven't got around everyone, but just before I forget, what's really cool? Fun fact. So my hairdresser, in her spare time, you'll never guess what her hobbies are. It's so cool. She does what Julian does. She's a diver, but she's also a cave diver as well. Like she literally goes out to the middle of nowhere, like across the world, and she literally gets hard hat on and she goes underground. So I was telling her all about the Rolex Explorer Polar. I went, do you know what? I said it's a very niche market, but you're literally the perfect person. I did not know the Rolex Polar was designed for people that went underground. I had no idea. I thought it was just Explorer, something to do with snow, and that's why it was white. But apparently it was to do with underground stuff. I thought it was to do with,
the cold in the polar.
So did I, but apparently not. It's polar because it's white, but apparently it was designed as a white dial to go underground. I don't know if that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's like trick bezels for the GMT.
So isn't that funny that I was plugging that to my hairdresser?
Just bring everyone into the
all in.
And here's the card, and I'm online at 7:30.
Yes, that's so cool.
See me.
Carry on. You're on the Vino. Shari, how's your voice? What are you on?
Yes, Shari. What are you drinking? What are you wearing?
I am wearing a. You'll even hate this because I know you don't like the stones, but
Nicole Kidman.
A diamond set Amiga Constellation 2-color old school. It's really old.
Yeah, I love it.
And I am drinking white wine.
You're basically Nicole Kidman.
I wouldn't mind being Nicole Kidman. I'm a bit shorter.
Basically her.
She's really tall.
She's a very tall lady.
I'm very.
I think that really suits you. Like obviously, like diamonds, like, and for me, for some reason, like the constellation just doesn't speak to me. I wish it would, because loads of people love them, but it looks so good on you, especially that sizing as well.
Cute. It was it's actually my mother-in-law's, but she lets me wear it.
I like the finish of them.
Vintage and sentimental.
Yes.
Perfect combination.
That speaks to me.
Yeah.
Samantha.
On the wine, white wine, it is also, it might be the same as last time. It's also Waitrose own, and I love it. And I just keep going a bit in the same bottle because anything else is just 9 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. So
yeah, cool.
Austrian.
Safe.
Yeah.
or something. No?
And I am wearing, so I actually showed this to a client this morning. Last time I saw Kate, I was wearing it. So it's Panerai Radomir.
Where we were at Panerai.
Yeah, and so it is for sale currently via Watch Concierge Services. But I really enjoyed wearing it that evening, and it is quite big, but it's titanium, so it doesn't feel clumsy.
Who were we with? What was it? What were the guys called?
Oracle Time.
I love that. That was one of my most favourite evenings. Apart from this evening, which I'll come back to, one of my most favourite evenings out. I really, really loved it. It was such a nice, different bunch of people. I'm not really a Panerai girl at all, I have to confess, but I went along to keep my friend Sam company. But I was so impressed. I thought they were such a nice crowd. Really interesting people. I had such a nice evening. I learned loads. I met loads of lovely people I'd never met before. I really loved it.
Yeah, I like Panerai. I have kind of found the one, my favourite one. It is a Radomir. It's like coffee coloured dial around the outside and then gradiates to like milky colour. But it's just still a little bit too big. So I think it's 44 mil in stainless steel, and they do a 42 in gold. So I just want the 40. Pardon?
What's Tundi got? She's our friend. She's got. Do you know she's got a little Panerai, like the lady style, but it's still not.
It's like a 38 mil. I think they do a 38.
Yeah, they do the duet with the crown guard, and that's the smaller one. But I'm not so keen on the crown guard. I like the that shape. And the sandwich dial. I love a sandwich dial. And actually, this one's the first one they did with the micro rotor. So it's automatic, but it's got the exhibition case back, but the little micro rotor.
Oh, cool.
And where can I find that?
Yeah. That's for sale at Watch Concierge Services. Or, if you want to see it in person, you can, book an appointment. We can meet in London, grab a coffee, grab a drink, try on some watches.
To be fair, Sam knows some of the best places to go for drinks. Like every time
I'm adding more places to my phone, like the notes on my phone. I'm like, I want to go there. I want to go there. Like, if you're ever in London and lost.
I find something really cool today. I was just there. But we'll come back to that.
Kate, over to you. What are you wearing? What are you drinking?
Well, apart from my football top. And I've been past this by my husband. I don't know what it is. No, but it kind of looks like it. It's this kind of cool struggling. Well, I'm wearing my usual Cartier. However, another plug with a friend of mine. So, last week, the last time we met, I had a cute watch on a thing. I had a fob watch. I was inspired by Tortoise watches. Anyway, what's really nice, I finally went into Tortoise watches in Gray's Antiques today just to say hi. I was with some friends of mine, and I wanted to see another watch. A watch that he was selling has got these amazing numerals on the bezel. I think it's a Jaeger watch. I just wanted to see it in the flesh, and I was just going, and he goes, Kate, I've got something for you. And I was like, he said, I just want to say thank you. Sent a few clients my way. And we met a few times, just a nice guy. And I thought it was a box of chocolates because it was literally this like grey thing like this. And I was like, oh, thanks so much. Oh, cool. Catch you later. He gave me a bloody look. This.
Oh, God.
Can you see this? It's an Oris fob watch with an enamel. It's a little plated thing, gold plated, probably 70s on a chain with a kind of enamel front and back.
That's so cool.
Because I love his medallion watches that he wears, and he said thanks to, I don't know, just nice watch friends. The most beautiful. So I've been wearing this today. I've got so many compliments, but I love it. It's so sweet. It's all working, all really nice.
You have to send me a photo.
Yeah, you can't see how nice this is. It's so sweet, but what a nice thing to do. I was like,
he's such a nice guy.
Isn't that nice?
I would send everyone there. Anyone listening, Tortoise watches.
So nice.
I've never heard of them. So
he's so great.
You might
Wrist Pirate. Your sound's gone, Sam. He's Wrist Pirate. Everyone knows him as, I think. But he's got his company Tortoise Watches, and they've got the funkiest stand in Gray's Antiques in London. and he's really nice, very approachable, sweet, nice man, and just I don't know. So I'm really delighted. So I'm wearing my usual and then this, and it's just I'm so happy with it. So there you go. I'm drinking weird beer that my husband gave.
Weird beer.
It's not very nice. It's fine. It's doable. He just and in my child's glass, he just gave me something. Just have that. Shut the door.
Off you go. Chuck said, I remember asking what you guys thought about Starter watches. Nice to see Kate wearing one now.
What's a Starter watch?
What's that?
Does that mean?
Is it Starter or?
I don't know what.
Tortoise.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. Hey, your Wi-Fi's jumping a bit. Oh, Alex. Is it me? Oh, I think it's somebody else. Okay, no, it's on my Wi-Fi.
That was supposed to be a private chat. Just to give you that.
No, it is. I know.
Hi, Gareth. Apologies for joining late, ladies. In Syracuse? Sicily. Oh, Sicily. Oh. Wait, you're in Sicily and you were watching us?
Oh, thank you. Back from dinner.
Amazing. Just back from dinner, 25 degrees. I mean, it's lovely that you're watching us, but you are making me incredibly jealous right now.
Put my tops out, sorry.
Oh, she's stripping.
Instead of a pendant watch, she needs like a whistle.
I'm so embarrassed about this. Oh, I'm not.
Kate's about to referee this live. What?
Is there a subject for the evening? Do we need to give a little heads up?
Sorry?
Gareth asked, is there a subject for the evening?
Yes. What did I miss? Is there a subject for the evening? So we're going to very briefly, we've done the rounds. We're going to very briefly talk about, I guess, two of the topics of this week that have been popped up recently.
Oh, no, noggin.
And then I gave the girls a task of picking a watch to highlight this week, whether it's a new release, whether it's something that they love and they just want to talk about, and just be like, hey, go and look at this watch.
Yeah.
We didn't prep though, so like
you don't need to. Just if it's been on your mind today and you've gone, do you know what? I've really been thinking about this watch. I see Shari's eyes like, did she ask me that?
No, I've got one.
I've got one. Okay.
Are you gonna grade us at the end? Like, okay, A-star, best good homework. Like...
Well, I'll let the viewers do that. Then they can let us know which one is their favourite. I suppose we should very quickly talk about the main topics of today. So, the new Amiga, Moonwatch, first Amiga in space.
Have you got a screen share?
See, that would have been very prepared of me.
I'm really scared of Amiga. There's too many reference numbers. I say that all the time. I'm sorry.
Honestly, reviewing Amigas for my channel is horrific. I'm pretty sure I had a post-it note from a Play Prof video with just like the ridiculous number on there. Who comes up with this? And there's men out there that remember them. I don't know. Is it a man thing to remember?
No, it's like remembering number plates. No, they only actually remember. I've discovered this with watches. Is that with Rolex, they only need to know the difference between a 126 and a 116 for the date, and it's the same with Amigas. They need to know the.
Yeah. So I know Breitling references. I know the old Breitling references, and I can work them out. But like, is it stainless steel? Okay, it begins with an A. Is it that movement? Okay, it's a 1-3. Is it older than 1999? Okay, it's got a 3 in the middle, and then the rest of it.
I'm gonna eat a bite of food. I'm so sorry. I'm so hungry. Sorry. I've been out all day. Oh my god! Sorry, I'm so hungry.
Shock.
Sorry.
Amazing. Right. This is the new Amiga.
I'm sorry. Okay.
3861. So they discontinued it about 4 years ago, the first Amiga in space. And as with the majority of watch brands, when they discontinue things, it just means they'll release it again in a few years. Or they do what Rolex do and just say, oh, this one's discontinued, but we've added a millimeter.
Same with Tudor.
And then the next year, we're going to reduce it by a millimeter.
Everyone's going to get really excited.
Mark Hackman said, Amiga modern are beautiful if you deal with the inventory. They're nice and clear. I guess, if you are dealing with the numbers in that capacity, it makes it easier to differentiate.
Yeah,
Rolex makes you guess what version of the OP36 model number is. Yeah, true. Yeah. Identifiable purposes, yes. 100% agree. Probably easier. As someone who reviews watches and needs to speak about them, and when someone goes, hey, which reference do you mean? And you have to recite the entire thing. Difficult.
I hate it.
So this is more of a classic re-edition of the Amiga Speedmaster from 1962. And I believe what they've done is the new sapphire crystal has been shaped to resemble the original Hesselite design, which is pretty cool. There's always been that contrast of, okay, do you get Hesselite or do you get crystal or do you get sapphire? That's always been a massive debate. So is this them mixing them?
There's definitely a Willie at the top of the bar, though.
It's all I can say. It's all I can say.
I don't care, Lucy. I'm sorry. I know this is meant to be a highbrow.
It's not at all. So I screenshotted this.
I think if you scroll down, it says it in the notes from Evolution as well. Yeah.
Like I screenshotted it earlier to the girls, and I mean, how can you not just see that?
They did not think that through.
Or they did think it through, and somehow it got through.
I can't see anything else now. I promise I'll
I think like especially like you wake up in the middle of the night, you reach for your watch. What time is it? Oh, I don't know if my watch is upside down. Hang on, where are the cock and balls?
Which way's the dick? Right?
At least it's pointing upwards, I guess.
We're not getting there again.
Happy brings a whole new meaning to happy times.
Not
Cheryl's getting all hot and bothered now.
Yeah. It's the flirt.
If anyone in the comments watching would like an after hours non-recorded,
we talked about it, didn't we?
We'll give an insight to what goes on in our group.
Let us know. Yeah, just I've got a whole. I think I actually saved them up, like watches that look like things that they shouldn't look like and should not have been approved to look like.
That is a great Instagram post. I'm sorry, just trying to find the watch that I love. Okay. Anyway, back to it.
How do you guys feel about it? Because I'm a little bit unenthused. Are we done? Are we over the Speedmaster thing now?
Yeah, they're so expensive as well. It's like $7,500. 7,500.
Not buy a vintage one. Sorry, for the market's a bit flat.
It's just
how much.
Yeah. So I had a few thoughts.
One.
First thought is I loved it. I do love the dark. I don't want to see it in person, but I do like. I've not really seen this blue grey. Although I say it's inspired by vintage ones, but I've not really seen this blue grey before, and I'm quite excited by that.
Blue grey.
I prefer the star hands over the moonwatch hands, the stick hands.
Most renders,
blue grey dial.
As with most renders, they don't look anything like they're supposed to. So
online.
It's too dark here, but yeah, I've seen a couple of posts on Instagram.
Oh, you can sort of see it.
Yeah.
Is it sort of? it's not matte then. It's some sort of something.
No, sunburst.
Yeah, it's definitely sunburst. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Sam. Go on. Carry on.
So my main thing is, I guess it was a few years ago, might have even been 2020, and Amiga released, I think it was like 4 new Amigas, but Speedmasters. But there's a thing between, you know, original Hesalite versus this like sapphire sandwich, and everyone's like, okay, so the original is a Hesalite glass and a closed case back, and the sapphire sandwich is a sapphire glass and an open case back. And I'm sway more towards the sapphire sandwich because I love being able to see the movement. Whereas I feel like you've kind of, you know, this has done neither. It's not original to, you know, it hasn't got the Hesalite original, you know, as per the original, and you've got a closed case back. So yeah, I'd rather either keep the original with the Hesalite or open up the case back and have a sapphire sandwich, have a sapphire on top as well. Very pretty movements.
Yeah. What's everyone else thinking?
I'm not saying anything.
Kate's got some views. She's got some views.
Buy vintage.
I do agree. I'm a little bit kind of, I want to say bored of the master thing. Surely there's only so many you can make.
Mark's got a vintage one.
Vintage.
So lovely. There's what's not to like. But then people say to me about that about Rolexes, and I'm like, oh, but there's this and there's this and there's this, you know, and they all look the same to some people. So I get it. I'm only putting this on because I don't like my top. We need on-set to post a couple of bottles wine. Yes, exactly.
Yes,
not live. It's live.
Midnight, a couple of bottles of wine down, live stream for subscribers. Maybe that could be like a Patreon add-on. They get to experience us.
We're not allowed to talk. We're not allowed to mention what it was that we.
That we what?
Okay, well, I'm not going to do it. Okay, fine. Save it for people that need to know.
No, save it for the post midnight one, and then it'll get like loads of traction.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We're adding that. We need to add that to the list that we'll talk about on the midnight one. And then we'll get people to subscribe to it.
Okay. All right.
Orange Room ruins it. I thought the moon was green. I guess the colouring is orange, isn't it? It is
orange.
Fotina.
Fotina.
Yes, this is it. There's also that. There's one with a lot of brands. This is it. Yeah, it's a shame. I agree with redacted actual. Look at that scary profile picture.
That's pretty cool. I'm dark and twisty, so
yeah, cool.
Oh, actually, just as a little side note, I did in my research. I did find something that I kind of like. I'm not a tattoo girl, but I was like, I quite like that as a tattoo. But it doesn't apply to me.
Yes.
As part of the Speedmaster, somebody said something to someone that said, "With time, through time, on time."
with time, through time, on time.
But I'm not really on time, so it's not.
Never on time. Considering we're all watch enthusiasts and work in the watch industry, are any of us ever on time?
No.
One of my favourite quotes is like, all of the watches still no time.
Oh, and also
that one I will contemplate getting tattooed on me.
The one that the watch is right twice a day, or whatever it is.
Is that the same for other people? Is that or is that just an us thing?
Time is just a soft contract.
All these
I was
watches.
late to an appointment today. I was behind. Yeah.
I do think so. My husband's tried to wear a watch and he doesn't.
It happens.
And also crap at me, but he doesn't wear a watch. But he's also really awful at keeping time. Some people are just not into it at all. I don't know. I'm surprised more women aren't more into telling the time. I mean, really, not every woman wears a watch into it, but it's true. It just amazes me because we're quite. I'm like, shut up, Kate.
Maybe like the Christopher Ward dive watch. you need like a women's, I'll say women's, but like a chronograph watch. It's like start makeup or start hair or like get bag ready, like, leave the house. No, now really leave the house.
That was great, that Crystal Ward one. I loved that.
The second one.
Yes.
Honestly, I loved it. It got very mixed reviews, to be fair. Some people were really into it, some people really hated it. But
Very funny.
Oh, I didn't
think it was brilliant.
So
A female version with like just this is why it takes us so long to get ready.
just like cup of tea time or whatever.
a 3-hour chronograph.
If you want to do a collaboration with us on this watch,
yeah, exactly. We
here for it.
what needs to be done.
10 minutes deciding which watch to wear.
Oh yeah.
Or you choose the watch and then you have to decide what colour scheme you want to go with it and what you pair it with clothes-wise.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I guess like a normal like 12 hours. We need a 3-hour chronograph, really, don't we?
No, because then 5 o'clock hits and you're like, okay, wine time.
Sorry, have you got little ears in today?
Yeah,
You do kind of look pixie-ish.
it's my Lord of the Rings era.
You
Are
are
you look like you've got a little.
I just want to be Legolas. With the ears.
What's that? Do any of the ladies have a leg tattoo? No. Of course you do. My friend, his now fiance has a watch-related tattoo, but it was before they met, which is kind of cute. So it's kind of sweet that they ended up. Come on, then. Show us your tat.
I got mine before I properly got into watches. I don't know whether
it's meant to be. Oh my god, what's she doing? Oh my god, what's she doing? Okay, I thought you were going to be like.
Ah,
Woo!
big, isn't it?
Wow.
It's a little clock. It's quite big. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, it's big.
Why not?
I've only got 3 tattoos.
Are you allowed
None
to
of
share?
them are watch related. I've got a
I did think
random
about it.
Totoro tattoo.
You do. It's so cute.
It is very cute.
It's not watch related. Do we need watch related tattoos? I think we should. Do it. Maybe one day
My
when
friend-
we're all together, we should get matching tattoos.
Should we get her Hodinkee one?
No.
It's not a little- not allowed to tell you, that's not very good.
Better than the original.
She's giving away all our secrets tonight.
I don't care. I think it's cute.
My friend said a friend of mine's a makeup artist and she has one backwards. So when she's doing your makeup in the mirror, you can read it.
That's really cool.
What does it say? Cock off. What does it say?
It's like I can't remember. It's a French, like a really well-known French phrase, which is kind of like
Nice. It'd be embarrassing.
I don't want to say live, love, laugh, but it's like
I hope it doesn't say live, laugh, love. I mean,
I'd be embarrassed.
I mean, nothing against those people, but then no.
And her poor thank you. I know. I'm embarrassed by my poor thank
really
you.
embarrassed.
It's ironic. Isn't
it ironic? Don't you think?
Yeah,
Do you know, funny story, my first ever job was at Breitling and I was like, I think I was like a minute late for my first interview or something like that. But then they kept me waiting for 5 minutes. So I thought they didn't really notice. It's fine. Yeah. And then I was through a recruitment agent and the recruitment agent said, they're going to invite you back for a second interview, but you have to apologize for being late for your first interview. Otherwise they won't give you the job.
Really? But you were going to
you were going for a watch job.
I was like 18, 19 at the time. I was like, they're never going to notice. It's fine.
Do you want to know my massive cock up on my first job? So one of my first jobs was I was ironically working for a brewery. I worked for Scottish in Newcastle when I was 17. And I worked in the laboratories and I had to test the nitrates of some hops. That was my job. And I had I know, really random. But then they said to me, how old are you? And I went, 17. And then I realised 5 minutes, like 2 seconds too late, that if I'd said 18, I would have got loads of free stuff.
Oh, I thought you lied in your interview and they were like, damn
That's
it.
what I was going to say. Like,
They
17. She's not got the
They
job.
definitely do, but then they did, the staff were like, oh, I'm sorry, we would have given you a load of stuff. And then they didn't.
Oh,
It's
Like,
now
can't get
the
Stuff when I turn 18.
exactly. Please, it's only 6 months. And then now it's the Scottish Parliament. That's where the building is now. It's quite interesting.
What do I have up? So, do you set your watch accurately to the second or just to the minute?
Quite vague.
just
I'm
a
really
minute.
into, so
I kind of set it purposely fast. So if I'm like in a rush and I go to set it, I'll set it like 30 seconds fast.
same.
But then mentally, don't you know that you've set it fast?
Yeah, I
Yes.
No, not like 30 seconds. It's more like if I'm going to catch the train, I just want to know that I'm 30 seconds fast. Like I don't need to know.
I'm trying to do that, I guess. Mine's a bit approximate.
We're really going to embarrass ourselves with these answers, aren't we?
And then when they're saying that, if I have all the time to set a watch, then I would love to set it to a second. Like if I'm setting a watch for a client or something, I love to set it to a
Unless you're
second.
running for a train, I mean, really, who needs to know exactly? Well, in the job that you're in, who really needs to know that sort of stuff? It's not like, really. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll see you at 8. You don't expect to see your friend at 8.
Some people are
Not
very
you, I
much
don't know.
on it.
Well, no, but like 8
Knowledge that your watch is set to that exact time. Like the majority of my watches I will set to the minute-ish. Like it'll
on
be
the watch as well,
within
right?
that minute. But like there are a couple of my watches, like my Grand Seiko, that I will set to the second. I will.
Yeah,
I
I've
will
got time,
on there
yeah.
wait.
That's a different.
And also, but I like setting it to the minute, so I don't. If it hasn't got a minute counter, I don't like watches without a minute counter. It's like Cartiers.
Yeah.
It's about right.
How are you? What's that nice?
Puppies in the house. I set mine within 5 minutes and
Has ever set the date?
never set the date.
No, I never
Yes, it depends whether it's a quick set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, I don't know.
The only time I ever do that is when I'm doing it for customers. And then I'm like,
Oh,
oh, it's a date. And I look at my phone. That's terrible, isn't it?
Weirdly, that's something that annoys me more than the time. It's the
Is
date
it?
stuff. Yeah, it
Really?
was. If I've got it wrong, it really bugs me. I'm not very good at days and dates. I'm not very good like diary planning. So I need it's quite helpful to have the actual date correct on my watch. So it's annoying if I haven't got that right. Right there, Liz.
Sorry. Someone's asked if my one French.
Oh,
It's Italian. It's Primitivo. Primitivo is Italian, right? It's a Puglia one. Sorry.
Puglia.
Puglia.
Yeah, just very quickly. You know what I'm not
In my
keen
head,
on?
I think pug.
What?
In my head, I think pug when I see Puglia.
Oh yeah, Puglia.
It comes out Puglia. Sorry, Sam.
No, what I've been caught out on recently, which I'm not keen on, is this like semi-sparkling wine, and it's like I think it's Spanish or Portugal. Yeah, and it's like Abarino or something like that. And yeah, I've accidentally bought it twice. And then I was with a friend the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I have this wine," and then feeling fancy, I was like, "Oh, is that the semi-sparkling?" He was like, "Yes, isn't it amazing?" I was like, "No, I want either still or sparkling. Don't give me something in the middle."
I don't want a mild. No. It's like it's slightly gone flat.
Bit lame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly that. Trying to set my 5 minutes for being in the military. Yes. So redacted.
I got it early on.
I used to go out with a guy in the army, and I used to iron his uniform, and he used to do it. It was never good enough. The crease was never good enough in my army ex. We're not together.
Peter's comment, Peter.
Sorry, right.
You girls know about this as well, actually.
Oh no.
No.
I know my thing's
Where's
wrong.
Peter's one?
Everyone else has got their Instagram thing. I just put Kate.
Can I share it? Maybe I can share it.
Yeah,
No.
can you share it? But not that one.
Me
I know I can't share it, I think. It won't let me share it.
What was the thing I got? Let me edit this. Oh no, nobody cares. It's fine.
Where are we? What are you looking for?
I was gonna. You carry yourself. Talk amongst yourselves.
So Peter 2704 says, Sam, fess up about the wine you bought your sister.
Oh yes. This is
there it is. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
the one that you drank.
So, I went to go visit my sister, and it was her birthday in a few days' time. And she was like, oh my God, I really love this wine. Like, it's nothing really expensive, but she's like, I just keep buying it. I really like it. So I thought, it'd be nice if I bought it. I was going to send her, she doesn't live nearby, so I was going to send her a little parcel with loads of bits in it. So I thought, I'll buy her a bottle and put it in the parcel and send it in there. And anyway, so I bought a bottle, and then I don't usually have wine at home. It's just if I have a reason, then I'll go and buy it in. And I just sat there and isn't there a fridge? And actually, where I'd seen her the day before, she'd offered me a glass, but I was driving, so I didn't have a glass. And I was like, but she did say it was quite nice. I did quite fancy it. So yeah, I messaged you guys, and I said, "Is it wrong if I drink it?" And you're like, "No, drink it." So I drank it, and then I saw Peter the next day, and I was like, "No, I've got to rush. I've got to go buy this bottle of wine to get in the post for today."
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Peter, for getting that in there.
I mean, I can't even say I wouldn't do the same thing.
I would solidly.
Yeah, I did forget to send her the photo that I took of me drinking it. I meant to do that.
It was great. Thanks for your birthday present.
Yeah.
My gift to you is my happiness. So I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's in the house.
Isn't any more beer?
Have some more watch content off of the wine.
Yes, watches. Oh my God, Brit! Hi, Brit! How's the bed there?
Oh, the baby's so cute.
Oh.
Every time you put it on Instagram, I'm like, baby.
Brit's been Mama Brit. I think she's back now. Brit's back. Brit's going to be back on our. Well, not that she ever left our screen. The amount of work that must have taken to do her maternity worth of videos and have a baby and look after a baby and do all of the in between bits.
Right when they're one day.
Oh,
I can barely function as a human on my own. James is wearing the Tag F1 and the date is still wrong on a quartz watch.
Get out. You can eject people from the chat, right?
Oh.
Sorry, James, you've been voted out.
Go.
Wi-Fi. Is that my Wi-Fi? I missed that.
No, all good. Who's Wi-Fi?
Mine. Probably. I missed all of that.
No.
We're getting James out of the chat.
Yeah, James doesn't set his quartz watch.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, do you do that on your quartz? Because it does. It's not perpetual.
It's a date. You want to know the date.
I think it just depends. I just think it depends what you're doing. I think if it's a complicated watch like a perpetual calendar, then of course you have to be careful about it. But honestly, it's God, just do the thing that you have to do. Just
okay.
You're fine.
We'll do it for you.
And that's the bit that we enjoy. Surely it's watch enthusiasts. We enjoy the mechanics and the playing with it.
It's the monkeys. It's nothing. Just change the bed.
Kate's not a quartz fan. I'm getting a hint of Kate not being a quartz fan.
No, I'm a quartz fan. No, 100%. I don't have a problem with quartz. I just mean I don't know. Or I'm still on the old question of setting stuff. It doesn't really matter. Just maybe it's okay. It's good.
James also says I've had enough of discipline, which I think is that's the reason he's not setting his watch. It's this kind of
and tell me what to do.
This is what fatherhood has made him. His only form of rebellion is not setting his quartz watch date. The only control that he now has.
Okay, in that case, you're forgiven. You can stay in the chat.
Okay. Let's just probably talk about the second bit of watch news because it is. We've been on here 45 minutes now. Very briefly, swish over. A bit of controversial news. In the form of Hodinkee and Watches of Switzerland.
They sold out.
Hodinkee have been bought by Watches of
Ben,
Switzerland.
he only just came back. Ben just was been swaggering back, being like, no,
Hodinkee only got sold a year ago, and now it's like, yeah, we'll bring Ben back now, and we're also being sold by someone else.
They rebranded it, and then they sold it. Is that what it was? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's I don't think we know what it means for watch journalism yet. I think that's what's probably got a lot of people on edge, because what it used to be and what it started to become very different.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does although I do feel like there are a lot of between keyboard warriors and like diehard fans, like it's easy to hold a grudge about them seemingly selling out. And then for them to, I'm using quotation marks for anyone just listening to this. They may not want to try this new approach because of all of the shit that's gone down already.
But apart from the money, what's the purpose of it for like? So I don't understand what the purpose of it is, like, apart from to make him loads of money.
Hi Chloe, what have I joined?
Wow, you've got to join the serious bit.
It suddenly got really serious, and it's not been serious the entire time.
How do I look at the comments again? Oh, comments there. Sorry, I've just seen it. Chloe, there. Hi Chloe.
Hey. They were owned by LVMH, so what's the difference? At least Ben is going in the chair. What kind of chair are we talking?
No.
Walked into a therapy session.
Yeah.
That's basically what this show is, pretty much. It's a chance to purge.
We should do that. That should be a theme one day, like what, you know, air your issues, air your disgruntles, you know.
My channel is called
Dirty Desires.
Diaries. It's like, dear diary, these are my problems.
Yes.
That's a really good show option, actually. No one else. I'm going to copyright it.
Quick, do it. Copyright. Right.
I always like it on Instagram when people are like, you know, they put the little boxes up with the questions and they put like, tell me your secrets, and then they anonymously like put the secrets, and some of them are wild. They're like crazy secrets.
Let's do that.
Have you got some of those?
We should do that.
Well, like
we won't out you watch, we'll just laugh at your secrets.
Yeah, like someone messaged in.
They're in
love.
I'm putting that on down now. Ask me anything.
Someone else. I was waiting. I was like,
we got a topic list. Kate's like, I'm in.
Yeah, they're all her secrets.
In on it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I bet people watching weren't thinking they were going to get like a full gossip therapy session. Watching this.
Most books.
We're very mixed.
What auctions 20 years could possibly divulge?
Oh, I shared some. I think it was in the group. I don't know if it was in the group or not. I just shared some like little goss the other day. Oh no, I can't really share it. Basically, someone got a job somewhere without that new employer asking for a reference, and if had they have asked for a reference, then the person probably wouldn't have got a job.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me, but to someone I know as well. They fibbed about it, then they got a job.
Might be the same person I spoke to.
In what world do you go for a job and not have references and not get reference?
Brass balls is what that takes. Tell you what.
Yeah.
I know somebody their employer that they'd been offered a job and they hadn't, and then they used it as leverage.
So this unlive session that we're going to do, we're going to replace certain words with cat. Was it cat sounds?
Cat noises.
Did you hear that? Beep. Got off a job at.
Those the kiddie piano things with like the animal sounds.
Oh yeah.
We use that in place of bad words and maybe like company or people names that we don't want to be shared.
Yeah.
Like old MacDonald had a crack farm, it'll sound like.
That got me.
Anyway,
Peter said, are we using earphones as we can hear a bit of an echo on the sound?
It's not me. I haven't got earphones.
Sam is the only one.
Take the earphones out.
I don't know.
I haven't got earphones.
Is it better with or without?
Where's your microphone?
Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like ASMR.
Tourbillon. Jaja Lecoultre.
JJ Lacooter.
Yeah.
That will never not be one of my favorite like YouTube videos in the entire world. If you haven't seen it, find it. There's a guy that's like, I really know loads about watches, and he's some like cool, like funny, like hillbilly type guy.
Oh no, did he get it wrong?
He's like, I'm gonna tell you how to pronounce all of these words, and he's like, JLC. He's like JJ Lacooter.
He's like, I like the Gestard guy. Have you seen the Gestard guy?
Yeah.
Gestard guy. He's really funny. It's like
He's like how you pronounce. Yeah, he did a how you pronounce brands.
He's
In his
so
like,
good.
first of all, you do not pronounce the H, Hublot, and second of all, you do not buy an Hublot.
Yeah, he's good. Very funny.
Maybe we can try and get someone on here to help me with my pronunciations.
Well, we said we were going to do a dictionary, didn't we?
Oh yeah, horological.
I don't know anything, even though I work in the watch industry.
Write this down.
There is horological.
How do you spell?
horological
How do you say
dictionary out there.
Gestard? I don't know.
No, it's without the G. I think it's just starred.
Is it Gestard?
I think it's just starred.
I don't know. I've never been there actually. To be
Chat,
honest,
tell us how to pronounce it. Put it
No, I
in.
don't.
The other guy that's
Gestard.
well, I have a non-watch account that has like no watches, so just when I need a break from watches. There's a guy that's kind of gone over, and this is like Miles guy, M.Isles, and he was like a city guy, and he was like wearing the gilets and stuff. And now he's like popping up all over IWC as like, like watch me as I fly on a jet to Switzerland and choose my next watch. And now he's all over IWC.
Does he even like watches, or is it just his personality?
I don't know. I think he had a Panerai before.
No.
Sorry. Oh, Sam, and it's completely. I did notice you had one of my favourite watches, and this is gonna be my highlighted watch. Actually, I've got two highlighted watches of the week. Sorry, guys. Still the spotlight a little bit. But put it on Sam because you've got a Cartier Basculant on your site.
I was gonna wear it, and then I worried that all three of you might be wearing Cartier, so I was like, no.
Very well priced as well.
If anyone, I'm in the middle of buying a house, so purchases are a no-go for a while now because the interest rates make me want to vom. But if anyone wants to buy me a Cartier Basculant, I would be very, very thankful. And Sam has one that is beautiful.
It's
on
so
her
cool.
website.
It's like it's a really quite unusual grey dial, like guilloche dial. It's just so cool. Like, I'm not saying a writer, but the first line of the description that I wrote for it was like, what is it like? I want to find it now. But it's like, if the tank is like the much loved part of the family, the Basculant is like the weird cousin that just turns up to the parties and like brings all the fun.
It's the drunk aunt. It's the cool drunk aunt.
Basculant is just like, woohoo! You won't expect me, but I'm here, and you're gonna love me. Yeah, I love
You
it.
need a watch, I'm here for it. You need a deck chair, I'm also here for it.
Because also you could put it on your desk and like just like, have it.
Use it as a desk clock.
Yeah.
I'm
And
really
I didn't
getting into
realise it
the watches as other things. Like Kate's got necklaces. I'm really loving and really want a pocket watch at the moment as well. But something that will turn in from a watch to like a desk clock would be it would be amazing. Like something that's a little bit different.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoying-
And the rings. A couple of ladies got like ring watches now. Well, I say ladies,
so.
men. I'm sure.
I swear when I was in the airport the other day, I can't even remember the brand. Was it like Rotary or something? But they've now got watch rings as well. Really? Yeah, I'll try and remember the brand, but it was an airport brand.
Can I just tell you my watch of the week thing?
Of course you can.
I don't think it's embargoed.
False.
If it's not embargoed, you don't have to, as long as you don't show
What brand?
it.
You know, live on YouTube.
No, is it? Are you? If it's embargoed, are you not? I don't understand how it works.
The date of the embargo.
Kate, don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. Oh, never mind.
No,
If it's embargoed, you can't talk about it.
I don't know if it is embargoed. I don't think it
Well,
is. Right now, I'll say the
Sure. Then don't
What brand is it? Can you say what brand?
What brand it is, and I was really excited because it was something that happened. I'm going to find the bloody I'm having a momentary blonde moment. I've completely forgotten it, and I know it's a vintage brand that I love as well. Talk amongst yourselves.
A vintage.
It won't be embargoed.
Not a re-edition, yeah. It's
Okay. That's fair.
and I met them today, and I went, sign me
I
up.
told you today it was embargoed, and it's still probably embargoed.
No, but I don't know if it was. I think it might have been. No, but genuinely, I don't. There were bits that were embargoed, and then I tried to ask if it was. I don't know.
Check if it's on their website. If it's on their website, obviously it's not embargoed.
No, basically there's no. I'll tell you what, a bit of it's on their website, but not the actual thing that I saw.
We'll give teasers, and then people get excited.
I will tell you, it was.
Lawrence said, "We love you, Kate."
Agreed.
Who's that? Oh, Lawrence! Exactly, he's watching. He knows what I mean. This is him in a pub.
Lawrence,
Right.
can you tell us whether she's allowed?
There he is. No,
That's a good beard.
Lawrence, can you tell us whether she's allowed to talk about it or not?
He's out with
You might know.
my friend as well. Alex, what's he called? Talk amongst yourselves.
Mark Hackman said, Bove has a watch that go from the wrist to the desk. Yeah, love it. So yeah.
What about? I've never thought about this before, but like a pocket watch in a nice casing, but like you kind of hang it from your handbag. So you're like rushing, and then you're just
Like a
like,
bag
oh,
strap.
Hermes.
on your handbag. What's the time?
Hermes.
I thought there was a brand that might have done that.
Well, you know, like you get the handbag charms, but just like a pocket watch. And also,
Probably
like
the only
what a
handbag
flex.
brand that I will ever have.
Nevada.
Yeah, I know
Thank
you.
you. Nevada.
Nevada.
So Nevada, I did not know this, and it's on their Instagram. But Nevada, have you all seen those Gucci watches where you can ping them off and you can swap the bezels and all this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Nevada did this in the 60s, and they did a little wristwatch where you can, and Rolex have done it too, and you swap the bezels. And there was something in the 60s. Anyway, there's something along those lines coming up soon. And it's
I don't think it's been released yet.
I kid you not, it's the coolest thing I've seen in so long. I literally squawked, as usual. And I said, sign me up. I don't really generally buy a lot of new stuff, but this I was completely smitten with. And playing with actually one of their current watch models, I absolutely love. They look so 60s and cool. That's it. My next one. I'm very excited.
Was that you breaking the embargo?
No, because it's on the on their Instagram.
Is it on their Instagram? Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, right. So we can have a little look.
The thing I'm talking about is not.
Now influence.
It's something different. There's something coming out that I'm very excited about. Is all I'm saying.
Cool.
Okay.
The Hublot
Okay, I'm having a little look.
Droplet is the watch you need. Google it. You said Hublot and I switched off.
Same. Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
I'm right.
No.
I'm not entirely against Hublot watches. The watches themselves,
For me,
fine.
No.
But the pricing doesn't reflect the way that they look, like their aesthetics. There are a couple of watches that I can deal with Hublot, and I'm like, do you know what? Actually, I would wear that. But the pricing of them is just astronomical.
It's a pocket.
Hi, Tam.
Like £70,000.
Each pick of these, thank you very much. Each pick of these titanium divers, and tell us why it is the best option in terms of value and what you look for in this kind of watch. Quick, Gosha. Hold it up.
Oh, sorry.
sorry, show us again. Oh, no, I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen that.
It looks like a Tipex mouse.
It looks like a kidney.
It looks like a Tipex mouse.
It's a Hublot. And it's £76,000.
Like a Tipex mouse.
It does. It's even got the little like
I would love to have £6,000.
nozzle bit.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
I like it. I would never pay that much money for it. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Oh, dear.
£76,000. You're right.
People are paying money for anything.
£6,000. Sorry. Seriously.
Serious question, people.
Right, yeah, I think it's a good question.
Okay, right.
I think I've got
One
my
of
order.
these divers, tell us why it's the best option in terms of value, what you look for in this kind of watch. The Baltic Aquascape. I can't talk. I'm laughing internally far too much at this. Baltic Aquascape, Tudor Pelagos, Amiga No Time to Die, Rolex, RLX. Yachtmaster.
Yeah. What's that?
Rolex. I guess it's Rolex.
They're ugly.
Rolex, Yachtmaster.
Yeah.
Which of those is your favourite? And why?
In order of aesthetics, maybe I quite like a Baltic Tudor Rolex Omega. But a Tudor's a good price point, somewhere in the middle. No, go away. Don't come in. Go away. Sorry. Sorry, it's my child.
Get out.
Go away.
Having mum time.
Go away. Pelagos maybe.
So I would go Pelagos favourite in terms of for value.
Value what you look for in a titanium diver.
Yeah. Like, love Tudor, and it's got the cool, like it was one of the first extended clasps as well.
And it's designed.
Like, the blue's great, the grey's great. So Tudor #1.
And it's waterproof.
Yeah. The Amiga No Time to Die, I handled one, loved it, really, like wasn't that bothered until I got one, and then I was like, I actually really like it. Photographed, like the brown's really nice, photographed really well. Love Baltic, and then the Rolex, I'm not so bothered.
Is Baltic is it properly waterproof? Do we know?
I think it has like glasses in it.
Just curious. Just wondering.
Not sure.
So I've heard it's only Rolex and Tudor that are properly waterproof, but I'm not sure.
What are we considering as waterproof? How deep are we diving here, people?
Like waterproof, like anyway.
Like what?
I'm not.
I think 200 meters.
I think 200 meters is standard for a diver.
Generally, I just
That's like a safe.
Yeah, 200 meters. I'm actually like
I'm not a big diver.
How deep is a swim-up bar?
I'm that swimmer. That swimmer.
I say this all the time. Like, I have such an appreciation for like water resistance for someone who barely goes like 10 foot underwater.
Julie, It is. Someone said the Baltic is
It's
full.
precious.
Two loads of dishes. Come on, Robert.
To what? But then to what? Because someone else said 200 meter for a diver. I think 100 meters. I wouldn't want to go like splashing.
I
deep
believe
with a 100 meter.
I believe for it to be called a diver, it should be 200 meters. I would say.
Someone said that. Yeah.
Is what like everything else is sort of kind of like waterproof, but not
like,
dive
it's
proof.
quite funny. None of us has talked about aesthetics really at all.
I mean, I'm quite surprised that I'm quite surprised and pleasantly surprised that Rolex, like Tudor, who have usually very often been called like the lesser Rolex or Rolex's cheaper like sister brand, we're actually choosing Tudor over Rolex right now.
Well, because they're
I love Tudor. If I could sell Tudor all day every day, I'd be happy.
They're more obtainable, or because we actually really want them.
But I like the Yachtmaster. There's not a lot of Rolexes that I like. I like, they're fine. They're good watches. I get it. But none of them really like. None of them really excite me aesthetically. They're not much to look at. But the Yachtmaster, I quite like. However, I reviewed the Pelagos and absolutely fell in love with it. It's really it's aesthetically nice, but it's also simple. It's a strap monster. It's it's waterproof. It's kind of got everything you need, and it's obtainable.
Funnily enough, though, I've been asked more about the Rolex Yachtmaster than quite a few other watches at Duggins at the moment. Weirdly, quite a lot of people have come in and asked for that particular model lately over everything else. So it's quite interesting. Only lately, just in the last.
I haven't handled many, and I had a client. I met with a client who's like, I'm thinking about selling 2 of them, and I looked at them and I was like, yeah, I'd quite happily like sell these for you. And then it's quite sweet. He was sat there and he was like, yeah, he had 2 Yachtmasters and a bluesy, and he bought a watch which was nice. It wasn't a wasted journey, but he was like, oh, I might sell that. Or no, maybe I'll sell that. And then he walked away and he was like, no, I'm going to keep all 3 of them. I was like, that's fine. So you don't have to sell them today. That's okay.
If you're not getting rid of any of those, you clearly need more watches, so I can help you purchase more.
He's like left with like 4 Rolexes, and he's like, no, I can't sell any of them.
Keeping them.
Chuck did say like titanium Yachtmasters seem to be quite impossible to get. I mean, anything steel or titanium from Rolex is impossible to get, to be fair. So what are we ranking these? So bottom of the list for value and aesthetics.
Rolex,
I think. I'd say. Oh, for me, it's a lot of money.
I'd probably go Amiga No Time to Die, just because I don't like.
Me too.
Oh yeah, me too.
Aesthetics of it.
What about Amiga? Sorry.
Okay. So then next, so level pegging at the bottom, No Time to Die, Yachtmaster.
Will someone get Shari a hot drink, please?
Needs a hot toddy.
I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so they're level pegging at the bottom. And then Baltic?
Yeah.
And then are we
Baltic
putting
and Amiga.
Pelagos?
No, Amiga down here.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
And
So
then,
we're going Pelagos as like our number 1.
I think
so.
so.
Yeah, I think so. That's a very good question, Thomas.
That's a great question, Thomas Burnett.
Great question.
Actually, I would encourage more. Like, give us instead of being like, "What's your favorite watch ever?" Give us like 3 or 4 watches to rank.
A good idea.
In a category, not just like a random category.
Because there's too many. Like, I love how much variety there is in the watch world, but between all of us, like we like both new and vintage, and like the back catalogue for every like new and vintage is rather large. There's quite a lot of watches out there.
There's so many.
It's difficult to like narrow it down. This is why like the want list just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing.
It does.
So when someone goes, hey, like, what's your Grail watch? I'm like, ask me today, it'll be different tomorrow. I have no idea.
Well, like for me, I'm like, oh yeah, like whatever watch comes in, I'm like, that's my new favorite watch this week, and then another one comes in.
I saw one of the most beautiful watch I've ever seen today, and it's a brand I'd never heard of, and I'm ashamed to admit it because it apparently
Nevada
it's like,
Grenson.
no, Nevada's I know. I'm sorry, it's crayon.
Oh, I've never had, yeah. No, I haven't got hands on with them.
Quite blown away, and again, I'm not allowed to show anyone, but it was really beautiful.
Where did you go today?
I was going to say, what have you been doing?
It's like secret cloaks or something.
Independent watch event. I had literally today. I had such a nice day from 10 o'clock till whatever. I sold watch today, dropped off my tech. Then I went to a watch event, and then I came home and I did this. That's what I've done.
What a day!
See.
So what event were you at?
And I loved it. Was I'll tell you what it was. It was a really beautiful thing. It was my lovely friend Mike invited me. I'll tell you what it was because I want it. Sorry.
Phil.
This is mean. Has anyone checked out Lucy's brand new Tesla Model 3 yet?
Did you? I saw Mark's watches and bold timepieces,
right?
Mark's watches and bold timepieces are doing a fundraiser, and I was like, oh god, have they been hacked?
Yes. That was my first thought as well. Every time someone's like, oh, I've got a new fundraiser, I'm like, have they been hacked? Like, I can't trust it. I can't.
And I went back and checked. I was like, no.
Right. I'm gonna have to, if you want me to donate, you're gonna have to like actually message me, or like if you want me to at least realise that it is a real fundraiser, which I'm happy to like promote and stuff.
But with a secret code,
I'm gonna have to private message about it because the heart palpitations I got seeing that there was a fundraiser, I was like, no. So no, we're not talking about my Tesla.
Not talk about it.
About my.
Where did you go, Kate?
Sorry.
It was, who do I talk about? The brand, or do I talk about
who put on the event?
There were quite a few brands.
Who put on the event?
It was. Hang on a minute. Hang on, wait a minute, because I didn't know. They're a lovely Swiss company.
Are you just a floating head?
Huh? What?
You were just a floating head then.
I just heard, are you promoting head? I was like, wow.
Oh, I will tell you. Wait,
are we after hours now?
Sorry, I saved that for the other one.
289 Consulting. So no, I didn't know either. But there were 22 Swiss watch brands.
Wow!
Some I didn't know.
Wow!
Some I didn't know. Some I knew. Messina were there, and various other people. Some I've known for years. Some were completely new to me, like Crayon, for example. And it was really.
Their watches look amazing. Was they're like up with like Shaken and brands like that.
It was really lovely, and so I find these things quite intimidating because, especially when you really don't know the brands at all, you literally walk in and it was like, oh, let me show you stuff, and you don't know what to ask them if you haven't seen something before. No, Kate's got fun family parties. Who's that? What's that mean?
Kate's great fun at every party. Kate's just great fun.
What does that mean?
She's nervous. And then
it's a compliment, Kate. Hilarious. Continue.
Anyway, it was wonderful because I saw a few familiar faces, and then it was at this beautiful place in Soho, and the Nevada crew were really cool. They completely blew my mind, and everyone was really approachable, wonderful, and I saw some really interesting things. And I learned there's a company that is releasing some watches with dials that I've never seen before that you're not allowed to talk about, but it's a particular technique that they're using that's not really been used in watchmaking before, which is very ancient, and it's really lovely and exciting. And I was completely blown away. It was really fab, and so I was there for about 3 hours and I really enjoyed it. So There we go.
Who was your favourite brand?
Nevada. It was great. Well, it was because I met the lovely Scarlett from the Shire.
Scarlett Baker?
Yeah.
Finally met Scarlett Baker. She was
I
there.
see her all over Instagram now. Her she's great.
Same, and we never met in person. And I saw this watch.
What was she doing in London? I thought she was like in Milan or
She was
Prague.
at this event. She was at this event, and I didn't know she was there. And I picked up this watch, and I was like, oh my god, what's this? This is Nevada. I thought it was 60s. So it looks like this watch. She said, oh, actually, that's mine. And then I met some of the other gang there, and she had this really cool kind of it's not neo vintage, but she had this sort of new Nevada watch, which was beautiful. And then I met some of her sort of crew, and it was really fun and nice and interesting. I'm being bothered. Sorry, the people that are now watching us live are giving me grief on here. Embarrassing. Sorry. No, it's really great. But I really, what I loved about the Nevada stuff is, to me, you know how much I love my vintage, and I love the fact that they've gone back to some really vintage from the 60s, but still now have come up with something really fun, like completely. You're not.
It's really nice to see like the enthusiasm of something that's excited you so much.
Yeah.
And I said that to my friends. I was like, it's been a long time. Like, it was so nice to see. It was just so nice to see something that was really fun. And I will say something. It was probably a more female market, which is really cool. And I said, to the girl, I think you've nailed it. I said, someone's finally got it.
That's amazing.
Really cool. Really cool.
I'm very excited.
Very affordable, and just I was like, nah, this is cool. There we go.
Yeah, it's like Shari said, like it's so good to, because the watch industry can be a bit stagnant sometimes, like new releases and things. It can all look a little bit samey.
Yeah,
It's safe at the minute, isn't it?
Safe, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like hearing your enthusiasm over it is like super exciting.
Tell you what else was very cool. Talk amongst yourselves again. That's very
I think Shari was very excited to show her selected watch earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
You're going to kill me because I don't know how to say it.
we won't judge you. The people in the comments might.
We went on this little watch thing a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? The 5 of us, because Sarah was with us, and I saw Edith at Bonham's. Was it Bonham's?
Oh yeah, Edith. Yeah.
Had the most amazing watch on that I fell in love with, and I'd seen it before, but like didn't really know anything about it. It's a Cartier Bagnoir.
Hooray! I love the Bagnoir, the bathtub.
Oh my gosh!
I just sold one. You should have bought it from me.
I haven't got enough money. I'm buying a house. I can't afford it. But if I had 11 grand, that's what would be on my wrist right now.
Oh, it would suit you. A gold one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
you, for sure.
I need one.
Damn
They're
it!
amazing.
I sold it 2 weeks ago. I had a vintage Bagnoir. It was so cool.
I'm okay with vintage.
Well,
Nice.
It's so cool.
Mine was actually a bit later. I feel like it was 80s. It was really cool because it had a detachable bracelet, which is really unusual because it had a steel and gold bracelet, which was really cool. So it wasn't quite a bangle, but it was like a sprung bracelet. And then you could detach it and wear it on a small strap. So it looked like a 60s version.
You just on a black strap, and I loved it. I thought it looked so sexy. Like
it's so lovely. All the beautiful actresses in the 1960s wore them. They're like the coolest thing. And even nowadays, it's like the hip watch is really cool.
What about Nicole Kidman? Does she have one?
No, she's just gone for the Omega like yours.
I'm really joking.
Much more stylish. She only wears like that one.
Cartier is
It actually really is, isn't it? I think everybody's
right now. It is.
Right, if anyone wants a bus glant, let me know. I want to keep it.
You selling? Do you trade in kidneys? I don't need to.
No, I don't either. I've got one.
We can make something else. Fine.
Yeah, no,
I know a
love
guy.
it.
I know a guy.
For so many years, like I rebelled against anything that was like super girly and super dainty. Like I started out with vintage, but like more masculine vintage, and then I was like, okay, well, let's see what else is out there. Let's go for the weird and the wonderful, the MB&Fs, the American 1921s, which I still love, obviously. But it took me a really long time to get into CPA and accept them as a brand that wasn't jewelry first, watch second.
I want that. Can you see that?
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
My friend,
Yeah.
hopefully he's not watching and not showing his girlfriend. It's a duo plant. That's a really, really tiny ALC, like teeny weeny.
Now the thought of having like a couple of like really cool
What are those?
bracelet or bangle looking pieces, like maybe stacked together, like the idea
Yeah.
of that, like vintage 1920s Art Deco.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like I have a camera on, and like I've always been happy wearing bigger watches, and then I started to go a little bit smaller. Like I'm still really happy wearing a big watch. But
Can't see. Can you see what that is?
Sorry, go on, Kate.
That's Scarlett's mystery watch. That's actually tiny. It's really beautiful. That's really cool. It's a tiny watch, really lovely by today's standards. So no, I'm big into all these kind of vintage tinies.
Embracing it.
Stacking them up, really love it. Ooh, and I fell in love with
Lucy to put on a mesh bracelet on my Cartier Tank Solar Beat. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have taken credit for that, but I can't remember who it was. And I was influenced by someone else on Instagram that put theirs on a mesh bracelet, and mine was £5 from Amazon.
yeah, I've put some £5 watches on straps on some of my watches, and I'm like,
Only because I wasn't sure how it was gonna work.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I get a cheap one and I don't like it, I've only lost £5.
Yeah.
And now I love it, and it's actually quite a good strap.
What time is it? Oh, I need to go as well. It's 5 to 9.
Russ is in the house.
I know. We haven't cut like we've got so much
Even
content
though
for next time.
currently have the Volcane cricket on the wrist.
That's
Way above my pay grade. Beautiful movement, dare I say, better than the bel canto.
Then take a breath.
Fighting words, Russell.
Ooh,
Should we
they
just
are
give it
nice
2 minutes?
words.
Okay, 2 minute silence.
I will reserve judgment until I get spade hands on with one of them. I've never got hands on with a Volcane, actually. Have you, Sam? Have you come across
Like a vintage? How
Really
vintage are they?
They make such a racket. It's so funny.
They make such a racket, or
They do, yeah. Really funny.
Is it because it's called a cricket?
Yeah, they make.
Oh, just very quickly. We've got a delete Memovox. I love a Memovox.
Me too. They're really stylish.
Love.
Really
I
lovely.
sold one, and I found like
I raise you a Memovox.
The Memovox is beautiful. They're the most
I found this like
elegant
old
watch.
advert. That was like the advert was like, oh, like when you park your car and you don't know how long the meter is, set your watch.
Yeah,
And
they're
it's
such
like, what a
bollocks, aren't they?
lovely.
The most stupid design. So they look great, but they're the most stupid design. I mean, it's so short-lived, but really cool though. Yeah, the parking watch, literally. They're called the parking watch. Stylish though.
They don't make ads like they used to.
No.
Oh, well, a friend of ours, Tom, I guess other people are doing it now, but he went through a phase of buying up old National Geographic magazines and like ripping out all the watch adverts from them. And like, he had a great selection of old watch adverts.
Yeah, so stylish.
That'd be a really good wall option, actually.
Yeah,
when I move, I'm going to have my own office / studio. So I'll be hopefully moving out of the living room for my videos. Shock. But I'm going to have a display behind me. So if you guys have got any like merch or ideas or anything for my backdrop,
Tom Lowe.
let me know.
Oh yeah, Somlo photography. photography.
Oh,
That's what
Tom Loaf has got the most beautiful artwork at the moment. We have to give him a little plug.
Yeah, they have the watch like of my vintage sparkly dreams. So
I couldn't even name one. I look in their window. I'm like, yes. Like,
I want the one
and it's just so nice as well.
Dan's mum wears, which is, I can't even remember who made it. It's this absolutely outrageous looking kind of bangle with two spheres they look like glass spheres, and there's a little watch dial in one of them. I don't even know who made it. It's the most bonkers artwork, probably again from the 1960s. Completely fallen in love with it. But apparently they're not selling it, so.
We hate them. We like them, now we hate them.
all of these watches, and Kate wants the one that she can't have.
I know.
And they stay
it's
in
so
their business,
cool.
but whatever.
So cool. Yeah.
Right.
Not sure.
Just before we leave, Sam,
Yes.
do you want to highlight watch?
Oh well, I had a screen share, but I don't know how to do it now. So, but I won't do that. I'll do it very quickly. It wasn't a watch. Well, it kind of was, but it was more the Time for Art auction. Philips are doing an auction where loads of 25 brands have collaborated and made arty watches. Most of them are pretty much like unique one-off watches. Most of them are like no. But highlights were Onoma, who what's his name? I've forgotten his name. Lovely chap. Who brought out his first watch 3-4 months ago and sold out. It was amazing. And he's brought out a one-off special for the auction. And I'm going to pronounce it really badly. Toldano and Chan. And again, their first watch was so cool, so different, really artistic. And then they brought out another one. So if you're looking for something that's not the normal watch, then go and visit the Time for Art auction and Onoma and Toledano. As my
That one.
Keep it in the chat.
The wonky ones.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you can post in the chat so that everyone that's in the chat right now can
Oh,
see it, and everyone that's like listening to this back can see
Oh,
what you're talking about.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Bear with me. We'll might be back in a minute. Carry on.
Heck yes, I'll have a Mad Watch Collector mug. Thank you very much.
And me.
Thanks.
Sorry, I shouldn't have highlighted it.
One.
Sorry, Russ.
That's 4 you down.
We'll drink hot wine out of it.
Yeah, we'll
To be fair,
next week.
when me and Sam used to do the Scottish Watches Time of the Week on YouTube, we had I don't know where I found it, but I got a Scottish Watches mug, and I used to drink wine out of that. So I'm not opposed to wine. Thank you.
I've got an Oris tin mug, and if you put the tin mug in the freezer, then it keeps the wine cold.
Oh my god, I'm so one of those.
Yeah, I should do that.
I love a bit of watch.
We do.
I actually have a Zin mug that I should probably auction off or something. Or
Auction off.
It's a good mug. Anyway, right. Ladies, do you have any? We should probably leave because I did say an hour. So an hour and a half is still winning.
I need to go no spoilers.
But we still got the questions. Like tune in next time when we're actually going to answer some questions.
We did some.
Or should we, as a teaser, should we read out the questions without answering them?
So our next show, I'm away for Halloween. I'm just going to say, I'm going on a greatest hits cruise. I'm going to embrace
which watch are you choosing?
out of the trees. Yeah, I
what
mean,
watches?
it's got to be vintage. I mean, Ken Bruce is going to be there, and anyone watching this, like,
Who's Ken Bruce?
Amazing.
Exactly. Just go and
Sorry,
Google.
you don't know who Ken Bruce is?
Go Google.
Old school.
Who's Ken
He's
Bruce?
Speedmaster on Radio
Very
2.
famous. Old school, yeah.
Old school. I love
Baby.
and I can I love a bit Motown, love a throwback. I'm going to embrace the cheese.
Awesome.
However, I do need a watch to go with it. So.
Okay.
vintage.
Moser made a cheese watch. Moser made a watch made out of cheese.
I can't buy any new ones. You need to have a look through.
Cruise.
Or if someone wants to like loan me a watch to take on this greatest hits cruise with me.
Swatch did a Chinese New Year, like Year of the Mouse, and there's a Swatch mouse cheese watch.
I do like cheese. I like watches. Don't know how the two of them combine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so do you have some teaser questions?
Okay. Have you bought a watch online that you've not tried on before? So online purchases are a big question because obviously you're going in blind a lot of the time.
And I sell a lot online, so
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone did say you guys are hot. Don't think it's a question.
who said that?
I mean, have you seen this lighting? Like, wait till you see me in real life. You'll be blown away.
How do you feel about women who thirst trap for likes and follows?
Oh. So yeah,
Well, we're not answering them
We're
now.
not answering these questions,
Teaser.
Kate. We're gonna do it again, maybe next week or the week after.
okay.
Thoughts on the Orchid Fears versus Aurora?
I have to look that up, don't I?
Freaking love the new Fears, and hopefully I can get
Freaking love.
How do you feel about the Studio Underdog price increase? Who does new money seem to turn people? No, why does new money seem to turn people into watch people?
Okay, that's a funny question. Good questions because I have to think about them. I'm like,
Watches
anyway.
that look more expensive than they are. I think Russ, if you're listening, you could probably have quite an input on that one.
Yeah.
I think. Casio Duro currently on Amazon for £50. And what do you think about the Tissot German for daily use?
Not a clue. Will you send
when you sent this in the group, and then I saw something which I was like, oh, I had no thoughts on it, and then I saw something, and I was like, now I have, yeah.
And James Blonde said, "Is the new Rolex book 100% bullshit or just a light sprinkling?"
It's a what? Say it again. What?
The Rolex
new Rolex book 100% bullshit, just a light sprinkling.
I'm gonna get
Salt Bay sprinkling.
I need to. I've seen lots of blurb about that. I must get it and have a look at it.
So
and
go on.
But just as a teaser, like I think we should start planning our after hours, not live.
Secrets.
Okay.
I'm going to think in the chat now that I think we should discuss.
The real diaries. After dark diaries.
Diaries uncut or something. Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Unleashed.
Hodinkee will be shaking in its boots.
Periscope wants to join the chat.
Sorry, we were all going to leave, but something I've always wondered about: female watch YouTubers are only interested in men's watches.
Not true.
I started off men's, and
earlier.
I mean,
I think we've touched on this before. It's because there's so much more interesting watches in the men's selection.
Yeah, I think for a really long time, women's watches were jewelry, and the time was secondary.
Exactly.
And for women that are actually interested in watches, watch movements, watch complications, everything to do with the horological mechanisms, were only ever in men's watches for a really, really long time. Like, you were a female, you got quartz, diamonds, small. That was it. That was your block. So yeah, that's probably where our love maybe stemmed from. But also, we don't like to be pigeonholed sometimes, and I don't want to be like, there's a pink watch over there, Lucy. Off you go.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, you know, Yorkie bars. Do you remember Yorkie bars?
I do. Oh yes.
Yorkie chocolate that weren't for girls. That was
Yeah.
the whole marketing campaign was Yorkies, not for girls, which made me, as a girl, want to eat it even more. 'Cause every time after my dance class, I'd be like, I'm getting a Yorkie.
Same. Same.
That's my little rebel.
Lucy wanted to do
Psychology is all reverse psychology. Right, Shari needs to go and get a hot drink. I'm going to
Anyway, we're going to leave. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you,
Yes,
everyone.
I know, we've
for
overrun.
tuning in. Make sure you check out all of these beautiful ladies. We're gonna look to host an after hours party. If you're interested. Yeah, make sure you've liked.
I don't know. I'm still not sure about live or not live.
Friends, we're still live. Sam. You're right.
Yeah, we're live. Okay, I'm going.
Oh no, I meant the after hours
one. Probably might be live, but it won't stay up on YouTube.
That's oh my god, that's the best. Yes.
So you got to be there or be square. And miss out on
as I did on Instagram.
This just got a lot worse.
That's a good idea. With more booze or something.
So, yeah. Say goodbye, ladies. We will see you all very soon. Bye. Bye.